ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our seminar today on enhancing mental well-being with AI. My name is Muhammad Bilal Kusairi and I will be your moderator today. Okay, right now we have five speakers with one keynote and 4 invited speakers. Okay, and then they will share their experiences and insights on using different applications and AI that can help you improve your mental well-being. Alright, everybody. Without further ado, let's dive into our schedule for the day. First, welcoming and opening remarks. The second, mind seminar with a keynote speech and then Q&A. Third, we will have a short break for 10 minutes maybe. And then the fourth, parallel seminar with 4 speakers. And then the last but not least, closing. Okay, everybody. The seminar will take about 30 minutes. Before we begin, I would like to remind you to switch your phone to silent mode to minimize distraction. Okay, everybody. Also, please feel free to engage with our speaker during the Q&A following each presentation. Okay, let me introduce our speakers today. The keynote speaker is Sultan M Hakim, AI expert, and then he is still studying at Kyoto University. The parallel speakers, we have 4 invited speakers: Salsabila Ayuningtyas, Lia Aftanty, Affrilia Suwondo, and the last but not least is Victoria Abigail. Okay, everybody. Let's begin with our first speaker, with our first topic. Alright, let me invite you, Sultan M Hakim. Sultan, please tell us more about the AI, how it works.
Okay, please put the first slide. Okay, good morning everybody, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sultan M Hakim Al-Ghazali. As previously Mr. Kushairi have introduced me before. Yes, I'm still studying at Kyoto University and I'm majoring in AI enhancement. And I'm still studying there because I still have a research to do on the subtopic AI psychological applications. And that's why I am invited here, okay, to share my story, my experience and explanation about AI in psychological. Now, our title is Enhancing Mental Well-Being with AI. It is already narrowed into few categories that we are going to talk. So basically, we have two things that we are going to talk about today. We are going to talk about mental health, psychology, something like that, and then second one we are going to talk about AI, artificial intelligence. Now, when we talk about AI or psychology, so we have to focus first on AI. It is 2 words consisted of artificial and intelligence. What are those words define? Artificial means something that human, that us, creates. It's artificial. And what about intelligence? Intelligence is the capabilities of creatures, a human, even animal, to remember, to memorize something or in instructions. That is intelligence. So what does artificial intelligence mean? It means a sentient human, a sentient creatures, but not full biology. It is a technology that can think, that can do instruction. If there is this technology that could do all of that stuff, it will raise a question. Is it reliable or dispersible? Reliable in this case, which means that AI could replace human. Is that scary? Isn't that scary, guys? Now imagine when you work and then you have put every effort that you have, but then your boss start replace your co-workers, even you, with a machine. That is quite, poor of you to be replaced by a machine. So that dispersible in here, it means that we just sweep it off, sweep it away, and just let human do their job as it is, without any replacement? And that is the questions that we are going to answer today, that we are going to discuss. On to the next slide, please. Let's watch short video. Short video about one of example application that use AI. The audio, please.
Struggle with mental health issue at some point in our lives. We all need a place to love and nurture ourselves. The idea for WISA was born during my own struggle with depression when everything seemed overwhelming. I wanted to make mental health as simple as chatting with Siri. Did you know that people are 3 times more likely to open up to an AI bot than a real?
That is the thing that we are going to discuss. The CEO, the founder of WISA, said itself. Did you know that people tend to chat more with an AI rather than human being? That is the underlying stuff that we're going to talk about in this topic right now. To the next slide, please. Before we deep down into the psychological topic, we need to understand AI. Okay, we have already defined what is artificial and intelligence. Now, what is that thing? What is it? What is AI? All right. So, AI is an artificial intelligence that has been built, that have been developed since 1970, back 50 years ago, where people still think AI as a theory, only a theory, not as a practical use, but is still theoretical. They will think that we think. Human always think. You cannot stop thinking, right? Now, you sit over there listening to me, you must be thinking, right? You must be thinking about my topic, or even why I dress like this, why the moderator is sitting over there, why there is a screen over there. You must be thinking about that. Even you think, right?
Yes.
What are you thinking now?
I have no idea.
Okay, no worries. Now, perhaps he's thinking of the lunch. That is thinking. Now, there is a small portion of our brains doing that job. What if we use 100% of our brains? You know what I mean? When we work, so when we do our jobs, when we do projects, we have to put 100% of our brains into the job, right? Because we have to think hard. That's why students, college students like you guys, sometimes get stressed, depressed, anxious. Yeah, but we are not going to talk about that depressed, anxious. We are going still to talk about an AI. Now, AI, yeah, like I said before, it is developed since 1970, and the first stage of AI was an ANI. It is still artificial narrow intelligence. Artificial narrow intelligence. The next one is, it is AG, artificial general intelligence, and the last one is AC, artificial super intelligence. Now, we are still in the stage of narrow intelligence, because why? Particularly in that stage, AI still need human being. They still need us to feed the system informations. They still need us to provide instructions. For example, an AI about writing assistance. But writing assistance, we will ask them to please create me this, with this, and this, like that. And the AI will provide us with the stuff that we want. But before that, before we instruct the AI to do some job, to do some instructions and projects, they have been developed by the developer. Am I right? Like us. Okay? Like us. We are human. Before we were born, we were somewhere out there, and we were still developed by God. And it is, AI is our human, and we are the creator of AI. Like that. So we will put informations to the AI. We will put code, machinery, technique, method, like that to the AI. so the AI could work. That is still narrow intelligence. Then what about general intelligence? Probably in years 2060, 2070, yeah, there will be this general intelligence from AI. Now, in this stage, AI already have the informations. A lot of information have been put into the AI so that the AI could do so much more. Even it will be linked to our brain directly. You know what I'm talking about? We think about this and our AI will understand what we want. Like that. When, for example, in narrow intelligence, we still give instruction, like I said before. For example, do you use Grammarly? Yes. Quillbot? Yes. And especially ChatGPT? Of course, yeah. I do myself use that application and also research that applications about what is this, how is this works, why is this so, what is this so efficient, like that. But in the general intelligence and the next stage of AI, there will be personal synchronized. We will be linked into the artificial intelligence. Like, just imagine like that. You go home from work, you come from college or something like that, and you think of food, you think of place to go, and your AI at home just basically randomly thought, do you want to eat pizza? Do you want to go somewhere green? Do you want me to take you to park? I can order an Uber for you. That is general intelligence. It is already linked into ourselves, and we just basically just do, just be ourselves, enjoy. We go home, we walk, and the AI will do everything for us without us mentioning anything. Please make me a sandwich. Please find me an Uber drive to this park, to this building. They already have neural link inside this brain. And the last one is ASI, artificial super intelligence. This stage is the scariest stage that we could ever encounter. You know what? Because AI doesn't need human anymore. AI doesn't need us. They can create their own self. So they just like Adam and Eve. You know what I'm talking? Adam and Eve? Adam and Eve, the first human being, where they just both of them, there are two of them, and then they reproduce and create suddenly 7 billion in the earth. And that is super intelligence on AI. Basically, there are only two AI. For example, we have OpenAI, and the other one is perhaps ChatGPT, like that. But actually, ChatGPT uses OpenAI. But the other kind of AI. And then they think that they need to do something for our world. And then they reproduce another AI. This AI, this AI, this AI, this AI, and then finally they take over our world. Yeah, we were talking about the concept of artificial intelligence. Yeah, it is hard. But let us move on to the next topic so we could just get along with the topic. Next slide, please. Now, this is the main thing that we need to discuss, because how does AI works in mental health applications? Basically, most of them use 3 stages. I've been researching WISA, even Better Me, and then Intellect with my colleague. And that is, these three stages have already provided a lot of benefits for the users. The first one is diagnosis. This is the first step when they open up the applications, and then they will be asked questions by the applications. How was your day? How do you feel? And the users will give them the symptoms, like, oh, I had cold, I am sad, I don't have an appetite, like that. And then to the next stage is research. The AI will open up a research database inside of the AI, and they will reconnect the algorithm. So there is sad, there is fatigue, there is loss of appetite, there is emotion roller coaster. So what does that mean? Depression. So the final one is treatment. When the when the AI already know what is the diagnosis of the users, or the patients, they will give the users treatment. But it is not the final treatment, it is just secondary treatment before the final treatment, primary treatment from the therapist, psychiatrist or doctor, like that. The next one. Now, the role of AI in mental health. I just want to point out few things that has been pointed out. It is actually access to mental health database. So AI is a sidekick for the therapists. When they have a lot of patients, a lot of symptoms, they need to find out fast what happened to this person. But it is just a provider for the database, not the main research, not the main source for the treatment and diagnosis. It is just an assistance for the real therapist, like that. And then the second one is efficiency. Of course, when we have a lot of patients, a lot of users, that means they need time. When they have AI, they just basically can do one diagnosis, one research for 10 up to 20 users at once. So that means at one sessions, 1 hour, there will be around 20 or 15 users that can be helped by the application or by the AI. And the last one is as personalization. Now, in this case, it is for the users. Basically, us humans have a lot of needs, and it is different from each other, and that's why, and that is where AI will step up for our needs, and it will personalize the things that we need. When person A and person B has different symptoms, it means that they need to be treated as different as possible. So that is the AI will differentiate. This need blah 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 blah, and this one need something like this. Person A have anxiety, person B have depression. So person A, there should be small talk, it should be comforting, it should be solutions. And for the depression, they need to be reassure that you are okay, and it needs solution too. But basically, they have both personalization treatment. Yes. Okay. So actually, because we have a limited time now, and that is the point that we are discussing today, and we have reached into the final discussion. It is actually the role. It is the role, and when we talk about the role, there will be a lot more questions that could rise. But it is actually answering the first questions. It is reliable or dispersible, and the answer is it is depends on the users. But in some ways, it could be reliable when there are experts on it, when they are used correctly and properly as an assistance, as assistive tools, not as the primary source. And sometimes it could be dispersible when it is too far. When it is too far. For example, when we talk about too far in AI, when AI is developing itself quite exponentially, so that we cannot maintain, we cannot monitor how fast the AI grow, and we need to disperse the AI. Yes, I think that's all from my material. I will give back the role to the moderator, Mr. Husairi.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sultan, for your informative presentation. And now, I'm sure many of us are curious to know more about the AI and how it works. Do you have any question, everybody? Okay, Devina, please.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. My name is Devina Amalia Rahman from Personal Grow Indonesia. I want to ask, how can AI-based intervention for enhancing mental well-being strike the right balance between personalized recommendation tailored to individual needs and maintaining the importance of human connection and empathy in the therapeutic process? Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Why I answer it now?
All right.
Okay. That is interesting question. So you have three things, right? The first thing, personalized need, and then the second one is no, personalized needs, therapeutic, I'm sorry, what is that? Therapeutic process, and then human relations. Okay, human interconnections. Okay, so this AI, I mean, in mental health, it is of course need to be personalized. Why? As I said before, human has different needs. Human have different needs. Everyone has different needs. Like the person with depressions, person with anxiety, person with ADHD, person with OCD, it has different needs and different approach. But the AI in here is a works, it works in the terms of providing resources. Providing resources. So when a different person has different needs, the AI will provide them with a different approach. Of course, different approach, because you need a different type of medication to be healed with that mental health symptoms. As simple as that. And the next one is how does AI relate? How does AI can help in human relations? Kind of stuff like that. Okay, so when a person or a user use AI in this particular area, psychology, they will be connected into a real therapist, a real psychiatrist, a real doctor like that. And when they already connected, they will not just tell you the stuff that you already heard from the AI. It is actually to build connections heart by heart, a human to human. And what does the AI do in here? It is connecting the patients to the therapist. As simple as that. And what about the other peoples? Yes, they are still maybe one of the AI, like for example, Voisa. Yeah, it helps people connected to each other to form a group. To form a group with the same symptoms, so they could share their experience. Like, do you know in real life when people gather around in a building to with a therapist or with a consultations person like that, so they could share each other's story. That is the relation that what AI helps to relate to each other. And the last one is therapeutic process. Yes, the therapeutic process, it is actually divided into two parts. The first one is for the patients. The second one is for the therapist. Yeah, it is basically it is actually patient-centered applications, but but the therapist is the one that control the applications to maintain what is the person doing, how is the person doing every day to speed up the therapeutic process. Because it is actually, because when we want to heal someone with mental disorder, it is not just easy as saying, oh, you meet someone and you say you have to be like this, you have to be like this, and go home and you expect they will be just, I'm fine. It is not like that. It is a long process, and that is what we call a therapeutic process. And there is AI role to speed up the process, to help the therapist to heal the person. Is it answering the questions? Okay, no worries.
Okay, thank you for the question and the answer. Okay, everybody, do we have more questions? Okay, Harun, please.
Yes, hello, good morning. My name is Harum Kinanti. I'm from Universitas Negeri Yogyakarta. And here I would like to ask a question regarding how would you spread the awareness of using the AI for the mental health? Since you have already mentioned the importance of it in the previous time, how it is important, how it can be really helpful for helping for us to improve our mental health and to seek for help. But I would like to know more about maybe your proposal or your plan to spread the awareness to people, especially I believe it would be so beneficial for us as a students to be familiar with this AI as our mental health helps. Thank you.
Okay, may I?
Yes.
Okay, of course. So this is quite catchy question, and because actually I have prepared the proposal. What are we going to propose to people about AI in mental health? It is actually not my current job to propose the campaign to spread awareness, but it is actually you guys have to do it, because because application like this is tend to be patient centered, and it is actually depends on the user review, basically on like that, if we talk about the awareness or to spread the awareness of the applications, because people, the first thing that if they want to use or to know the application, they have to know what is the applications. Am I right? What is the applications? And when they to ask where is the applications could be obtained, and then we will say in the Play Store if you are in Android, App Store if you are using iOS, like that, right? Stuff like that, and they will see the user review. Basically, we main on the user review for the testimonial guidance. Is this application good? Is this not? Is this reliable, or it is actually dispersible, and stuff like that. When we already have the user review or the testimonial, we also provide backup. For example, some of the applications already invited few users to their office. It is a real office, and they will ask, how about the testimonial about our applications? Does it works well? Do you finally found peace inside your mind? Does it help you a lot? Stuff like that. And some of the application did that quite well, and I'm surprised too, because I have researched the applications for about 2.5 years now. And that is quite interesting to know that a robot, an AI, could help us more than human, like that. But the thing is now for you college students, it is actually you guys must know about the applications, so that when you need to help your friend or even help yourself, you can just do it with AI as a second treatment, not the first, not the primary treatment. Yes, I think, does that answer your questions? Okay, thank you very much. All right then, that's all.
Okay, thank you for the presenter, and then from the audience. Okay, we appreciate your participation, and then right now let's move to on next agenda, the parallel seminar. But before we move to the parallel seminar, let's take a break for 10 minutes. Okay, everybody, let's start again right now. Then let me invite the four speakers: Salsabila Ayuningtyas, Lia Aftanty, Affrilia Suwondo, and Victoria Abigail. Come here and take a seat, please. Okay, thank you for coming. And then they will talk one by one about what they have been learned for 6 months. Okay, 10 minutes from now. Salsabila, please. Wait, I'm sorry.
Thank you for the call, Mr. Bilal. Okay, everyone, after we know very useful information about AI by Mr. Sultan before, now I'm here to introduce to you another application that can be used to manage our mental health. The name is Headspace with Motto Mindful Meditation. Okay. If you are still unfamiliar about what is this application, here I will give you brief explanation about what is Headspace application. Headspace is a popular application that can be used to manage our mental health, and it contains several guided mindful meditation. Okay, when you open your Headspace application, you will directly see the Headspace interface. As you can see on the screen, there are 3 tabs along the bottom. Start from the right one. There is the Day tab, contains suggested meditation that group into morning, afternoon, and evening slots meditation. Move on to the middle one is Explore tab, is where you are going to get into the meat of this application, and the last tab is You. You tab is basically all about you and your progress and your activity history in using this application. Okay, move on to the features that offered by Headspace application. Let's explore some of them. First features is guided meditation. These features are led by experienced meditation teachers and contains various themes. Second feature is Sleepcast. Basically, Sleepcast is audio or music that can help the users find relax and fall asleep more easily. And the third feature is SOS meditation. This third feature is quite special because there is rarely found in another meditation app. SOS is short and guided on-the-spot meditation that can help users find calm during their challenging times such as anxiety, depression, or panic attack. Okay, after we know about the features that offered by this application, let's take a look at the individual benefits and individual testimonials from using this application. First is many users have reported that they are better to manage their stress level. Second, Headspace is good to help users to improve their sleep quality by incorporating sleep meditation into their bedtime routine. And third, many users have improved their creativity, their concentration, and their productivity in their daily activities. And at the end of the slide, there is a data contains stars, ratings, and 70 million people already downloaded this application. And okay, everyone, after we see the data on the screen, now you will be more sure to download this application to manage your mental health and to improve your mental health to be better in the future. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Affrilia Suwondo, and I would like to explain about the next, which is Better Me mental health application. So, what is Better Me? Better Me is a mobile app that personalizes mental well-being support with unique experience by their specific needs, preferences, and goals. This app uses smart technology to analyze data and provide personalized support to support mental health. Okay, the next slide. Let's explore more about the diverse features for mental health improvement. The first one, guided meditation and mindfulness. Better Me provides guided meditation and mindfulness session to help you relax, reduce stress, and improve focus. And the second one is mood tracking and journaling. You can track your moods and emotion using Better Me and write some journals to express your thoughts and feelings. The third one is CBT techniques. Better Me uses techniques from CBT to help you challenge your negative thoughts and develop a more positive mindset. And the fourth is stress management tools. Better Me provide stress management tools to help you manage your stress and develop a habit. And the last one is sleep improvement programs. Better Me also provide tools for sleep tracking and how to be better in sleep or tips for sleep. Okay, the next slide. Then, what are some ways to integrate Better Me into your self-care daily routine? The first one, you can set a routine. It could be in the morning, during breaks, or before bed. And the second one, you can use reminders on the app to help you develop a habit. And the third one, you have to explore different features to know more about the application, such as guided meditation, stress management, and the other, and see which one you enjoy and find helpful. And then you can set goals and seek supports from your friends or your family. Okay, the next slide. Then why do we need to use Better Me? Okay, after conducting research on this application and using it for approximately 6 months, I have found that this application with their mental well-being, and it offers features like meditation, mood tracking, and stress management tools. Okay, next slide. Let's take a look on these top reviews. The first one, IRNC said that goals focus and result-based meditation. And then the second one, Reed said that this app has changed my life. And the last, April Foley said that unable to fully explore the app on content and features as they are not mentioned. So from those reviews, I can conclude that this application is a recommendation app to use. Thank you. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, after we know about background AI and some applications that can help you improve your mental health, such as Waisa, Headspace, and Better Me, now I would like to take this opportunity to talk to you about balance. Next. What is Balance Meditation app? Balance is an app that aims to be a personal meditation coach and tailor your meditation experience to your needs and level of experience. So this is a perfect application for you looking for tools looking to meditation experience and useful. So as you can see on the screen, balance comes with several feathers. The first is plant feathers, and the second is plant feathers, and the third is sleep feathers, and last but not least is single feathers. So in the first today feathers is you might need to get started what will you do in everything. And the second is plans. And the third feature is the sleep. In the feature, you can also set a duration for its activity. And last but not least is single feathers. Next. Okay, after we know about what is Balance app and what is feature from Balance app, there are 3 benefits of Balance Meditation app. So the first is stress reduction. It can promote sense of calmness and inner peace. And the second is emotional well-being. So this practice, it can develop your healthier relationship and emotional with balance. And the third is sleep support. It can aid to fall to sleep faster, and you can sleep. After I researched, this is top review for balance. So I think this app is very useful for us. And
Thank you. Yep. All right. Yes. Thank you. All right, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On today's topic, I will bring it about looking after our mental health, a smear on the app of mental health in modern times. Next slide, please. Okay. Maybe Mr. Kushari already introduced me to you all, but let me introduce myself again. I'm Victoria from Vita Natura Fitness and Wellness Center, where we help individuals like you to care for their holistic well-beings. Next slide. Okay, before we go deeper into the material, I would like to ask some questions to you, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever feel like you are tired or maybe sometimes feel anxiety, low energy, or maybe your portion of food is not like the usual? Yes? Yeah. This means that your mental health state is in problem. So that's why you need an app to keep in track about, oh yeah, this is my mental situation right now, and oh yeah, yesterday my mental state is like that. And there's one app that I always recommend to our consumer. It's Intellect Create a Better You. Not intellect like the way you think in your brain, but this is an app. It's like, okay, so Intellect basically is a mental health app with a mission to change how mental health is delivered to workplaces and individuals. Its global coverage hyper-localized, which available in 14 languages, with comprehensive local networks of providers across 20 countries in Asia. Next. You can also access it within seconds 24/7. Next slide, please. All right. Yeah. Okay, let's move on into the key feature of Intellect. There's 4 key features, as you can see over here, ladies and gentlemen. The first one is self-guided CBT program and mini session that develop and support you. The second one is bite-sized session for every mood or situation. So if you are in a happy mood or maybe on depression mood or maybe lazy mood, something like that, it will change depend on your mood. And then the third one is you can also become more productive and build better habits with a journal on this app. And the last one is it will help you overcome your stress, worries, and anxiety. So they using like, ladies and gentlemen, are you familiar with ChatGPT? Yeah. So basically, the 4 key feature is the same as ChatGPT, but the difference is you will chatting with a real person, answering your question in real time. So it's basically like you're chatting with an unknown person that will help you with your mental health condition. The next slide. Okay. So for my research around 6 months of using this application, I've been talking to some people that been using this app, and I would like to share about my story and Lisa's story. Both of them have different conditions, and I've been recommending them to use this app, and the result, it was amazing. Like as we can see from Max's story, it helps Max identify triggers that were causing his panic attacks, allowing him to choose a healthier lifestyle and make more informed decisions about his mental health. Meanwhile, in Lisa's case, she can She is able to regain her composure and regain her life on track. Okay, the next one. Okay, why you should use intellect. So for better mental health benefits, there also need to be a better outcomes. As you can see over here, there's 35% of all employees sign up for the Intellect app within the first year they enter any companies. And then 93% of employees experience a decrease in anxiety levels after 4 until 6 weeks of utilization. This means in 1 month, alright? And then 81% of employees reported improved ability to regulate their emotion in their workplace. The last one is that this app got rating for 4.9 out of 5 stars in Play Store. So that's why you have to download or using these apps. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the explanation about the psychological applications, right? Okay, everybody, do you have any question? Okay, please.
Thank you for the opportunity. I am Devi and I'm a student, psychology student from Yogyakarta State University. So I want to ask, does Headspace provide any sleep-related features or programs? Thank you.
Okay, who's going to answer?
Okay, I'll answer Deborah's question. The answer is yes, of course, because Headspace application contains various sleep meditation that can help you to improve your sleep quality, and it's can be used for all individuals, start from 5 years old and up. And if you are still curious about these features, you can download this application as soon as possible to so you can get the benefits of these features. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question and answer. Do we have more? Or no? Okay. Okay, everybody. Thank you for your question and comments. We appreciate your participations. This concludes our event. I hope you enjoyed listening to our speakers and learning about the different applications that can help you improve your mental well-being. Okay, everybody, if you are interested in trying to any of this application, you can find more information on their website or application stores. We would also love to hear your feedback and suggestions for our future events. And thank you again for joining us today. Have a wonderful day and take care of yourself, and goodbye.